Under investigation. Am I under investigation? I didn't steal anything, Jake, really. I was joking.
Hey, I've heard you found those missing supplies. Great job. And because of your help and your continuous efforts, I've decided to give you a well-deserved promotion.
Oh, yeah.
You're no longer a responder volunteer. Because from now on, you're a responder.
Nice, that means I get paid.
I told you this. We're planning to turn some of these supplies into rations. And then when we are ready, we will start handing out these rations back to the people who need it. Just like we did in the old days. It's been too long since we've been able to help out a community like this. So hopefully we can start soon. There is just one issue. We still don't know who was behind those initial attacks. We don't know if it was just us being at the wrong place at the wrong time, or if it was somehow organized. So I want you to do an investigation. Normally I do it myself, but I think I am too personally involved in this one.
You ain't done much, man.
So ask around. Ask people what they saw, what they heard. Anything that might help us to figure out who were behind those attacks. You do that, and hopefully we can put this all behind us.
Alright, I'll go talk to Walker. Texas Ranger. Hey, what the hell did you guys all get here? Hey, you got a little camp thing going here. Walker.
Hi. Hey, how you doing? The name's Walker. I've heard that you're the one responsible for finding us some new gear. You sure lifted a lot of people's spirits doing that.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Ah, you mean with the Raiders, right? Yeah, Jake mentioned that you might swing by to ask some questions. Well, I don't know if Jake told you this, but we used to be stationed in New York for a while. We received an emergency call a couple of weeks after the mayor kicked us out of Diamond City, so we split the group in half. One half would stay here in Boston, and the other was gonna travel to New York to help out. When we got there, it was just chaos, but we managed to turn it around for the most part. Believe it or not, but things were actually good for quite a while. We even had some new people join up, like Dr. Cross over there. But then, one night, we got attacked by a group of raiders, and it was unlike anything we had seen before. And these guys weren't the type of raiders that you'll see whacked out on jet ambushing caravans. No, these guys were trained. By the time we got to our weapons, they had already burned most of our camp down. The damage that these guys had caused was so extensive that we had to leave our camp behind. But it didn't matter where we went. At least once a week, we would get ambushed by raiders again. Not the same guys as before, but still, we were forced to retreat, and eventually we found ourselves in Providence. That's where Shelley got in contact with Jake. And, well, before we knew it, we were on a boat sailing for Boston.
Sorry. Sounds rough.
Yeah, it's been difficult. But that was about it, I'm afraid. That's all I know.
Thanks for your help.
No problem, kid. Anytime.
Talk to Madeline. That was a hell of a story there, Walker.
Excuse me.
Hi. I don't think we've met yet, have we? I'm Madeline Cross. Most people call me Doc. I think Jake told me about you. You're the one who found those supplies in the glowing sea, aren't you?
Yeah!
I certainly owe you one, that's for sure.
Can I ask you something?
Sure thing. Let me guess. It's about those raider attacks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know much, really. I joined up not too long ago when we were still in New York. I've lived there all my life, and all I ever wanted to do was help people. So when those responders showed up, it was almost like it was fate. I joined up right there and then, and my life has been changed ever since. But there was one day, well, let's just say something didn't seem right. I was called in to treat a patient who said he had a broken arm. And from that moment I saw him, I knew something was off. He was covered with burns, and his arm sure as hell wasn't broken. The people who brought him into the camp told me he was a scabber. but he seemed more like a raider to me. He probably wanted to get into the camp just to see the layout. You know, to strategize. That's about it. I don't know what else to tell you.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Not a problem.
Sounds like a creep.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I got some patients to tend to.
You literally have no one. Oh, never mind. How'd you get wounded already? What happened out here? I talked to Shelley. Yeah, there's no travelling for this one. Wow, thanks. Every time I get notifications, and I can't even delete that because I was saying stuff.
Excuse me.
Hi, how are you? Of course. I guess it's about those raiders, isn't it?
Can I ask you some questions?
I heard Jake talking to you about it earlier, so I might have overheard a thing or two. But yeah, raiders. Well, after you cleared out the federal stockpile that had next to nothing in it, I sent out some people to collect whatever was still there, and they came across something very interesting. They found some notes of raiders who wanted to leave their current gang behind and instead join up with some guy named Ash. And they talked about him like he's some sort of legend. So, if these raiders are telling the truth, we might want some more guards.
Ooh, I'm gonna point my gun right at you now. So they're all teaming up with Ash, huh? Alright, cheeky boy.
So, how's it going? Did you get any leads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Damn. So, those attacks were organized after all. But if he wanted to attack us both here and in New York around the same time, it means he has someone doing some of the work for him. And I'm not talking about his new recruits. I'm talking about his second in command. Someone who Ash trusts with his life in order to pull off a job like that. Right now, we have no idea where this Ash guy is located, and I got a feeling that his new recruits don't know either. But I bet some of his recruits know where his second in command is, though. So if we find his second in command, we'll find Ash.
Good thinking, dude.
Send out some scouts to gather some more info on Ash and his second in command. In the meantime, I want you to focus on Ash's gang and operations. In order to keep a gang running, Ash will most likely have a couple of lieutenants working for him. Walker said that these guys weren't your ordinary type of raiders, that they were trained, which means that they'll need to have some sort of training ground somewhere. A place where they turn new recruits into lethal jet-fueled killing machines. So I suggest you start there. Find this place and shut it down for good. Without new recruits and without training, we'll hopefully be able to make these guys a lot less dangerous.
So I wonder how tough these guys are going to be. And they're not just going to be like raiders with like a bunch of armor. I wonder if they're actually going to have, you know, good, you know, fighting skills. Something the honey badger wouldn't be able to just chew right through. School's closed. Alright, here we go. Leighton Towers or Dartmouth Professional Building. Oh, what to choose. I will go for Leighton Towers. Yippee. Oh, they're already firing at me and I've only just fucking landed here. Oh. I'm gonna make you explode. Oh yeah, a shot to the hip and you're gone. Ah, video games don't change. If they'll ever make a video game where, you know, it's all a shot to the side, no matter how many times you do it, they don't die. You're trying to make it sort of more realistic. Sure, you could die from the blood loss, but you know, do something with the hitboxes that it doesn't, you know, kill them. I wonder if they'll ever do that. That'd be infuriating though, if all you could see was their legs. Do. Will I take the elevator or... Hey, a fusion core. Gimme. No power for you. I'll just take the stairs, it's a bit healthier. Boom. Oh. Okay, I don't think the, yeah. Yeah, I don't think the stairs were going to lead anywhere. Guess it's going to be the elevator. Hey. I'm sorry, someone trying to... Oh, here's some stairs. Oh!
You're still alive? Christ! Turn up, you're dead. I'll find you.
But there's a thick as hell cotton board. That is unnecessary. Oh, it's a little bit overpowered for this, but doesn't matter. This isn't a review. We did the review. Oh shh! I keep forgetting that this is spawn grenades. Oh. Yeah. It's just I'm running out of bullets here, you know.
God damn it, I need covering fire.
Oh gee, something happened. I wasn't paying attention there because again I've got a bunch of notifs. There we go. New shipment coming in. Shotgun shells, boom. What did we pick up there? A nice little note. Surge. Rich managed to get the next batch of weapons finished. I've sent your way to supply the recruits. You know where to find them. Ash. Ooh. School's closed complete. Now we've got to get out of this big ass building. Alright folks, I'm going to leave it here for now. We've had some fun with this mod, and if you want to have fun too, the link to it is in the description along with my social media and blah blah blah, that kind of thing. If you like the video, maybe give it a little like, I don't know, maybe. If not, just don't. So I'm going to leave it here for now. Hope you've enjoyed so far. I'll see you next time.